and for the team, the way the team's been working together, they don't have much of a lead. And you know what? I feel like that's going to favor Str8 Rippin, believe it or not, even though they're down in this situation, because even though they're getting a nice chunk of time right now, they need to be able to do that and string it together a few times in order to put Str8 Rippin really on the offensive, because that's when Str8 Rippin's teamwork tends to fall apart. It's when each of the players feel like they have to do too much. Right now, the game's still close enough that Str8 Rippin feels like they're in it.
Well, let me talk a little bit about this kid we're watching right now. It's Lunchbox. He was holding the ball. He grabbed the sniper kill, top screen, held the ball for another 10 seconds, picked up 2 more kills, and grabbed the camo. He has really stepped it up, and when Lunchbox is on, just like last year on 5K, he is the team's best player. But his problem is his inconsistency and his lack of motivation at some points. He gets down on himself and brings the team down. But he seems to be able to shrug this off so far against Str8 Rippin, not allowing those first 2 games to get to his head. He is keeping his team in it, and check out the play as he's chasing down Legit. Huge play by Legit. Nice job to toss off that ball because everyone was set up at Blue Tower, but it looks like Instinct is going to regain control of that odd ball right away. Now talking a little bit about Str8 Rippin, these guys were in the exact same situation last night against Snipedown in this game set. The game was within 20 seconds, and in the end, Str8 Rippin with about a minute 30 locked it down, and at 40 seconds made it mathematically impossible for Snipedown to come back. They're going to be looking to do that exact same thing, but they're going to have to stop Instinct at every opportunity. They cannot allow Instinct to get ahead 30, 40 seconds.
That's right, Bucket. And right now, as you said, that ball is still sitting there. Instinct surrounding around it. Neighbor and crew not able to get a hold of it. Elamite trying to sneak in, but Lunchbox getting more time. You know what? Right now, Instinct making me look like maybe I'm wrong there. They're getting more of that time, as you said. Right now, up to a 25-second lead.
Well, this is exactly what Instinct needs. They need to win this game type to stay alive in the winners bracket. And more importantly, if they want a chance in the finals against Str8 Rippin, if Str8 Rippin does win this series, they will be at a 3-0 deficit. So every win here is so crucial on the MLG Pro circuit. So Lunchbox still holding this oddball. It looks like they have that 40-second lead I was talking about. Now they have a bit of a comfort zone. With 4:20 left on the clock, it's do or die time for Str8 Rippin. They're going to need to make a push now and stop the Instinct setup because they have an amazing lockdown of the Blue Tower. And check it out. They knew that players were coming from top blue. Lunchbox is going to warp over with the ball. Meanwhile, still racking up time. They now have about a minute lead on Str8 Rippin. And Macchio is going to town with the sniper. I don't know who to watch, Macchio or Lunchbox. Lunchbox is playing so smart with his oddball, though. It feels like we're watching a lesson.
Instinct really showing us something here. They could have gotten down on themselves, but they refused. They stayed in the game. They kept it close. And now, an interesting play there, but I like it. They've got a lot of time. Now they're going to play ball, give themselves a chance to regroup, put the onus on Str8 Rippin to try and get as much time as possible, knowing that they're going to have the advantage when they're going just for the straight slays.
All right, well, let's jump on board with Tsquared, the captain of Str8 Rippin, as he is trying to command his troops. And can we actually listen in with this Str8 Rippin squad? I want to see how they handle this pressure after being down a minute with just 3 minutes left in this game.
Under glass. Under glass, 2 dead. That's 2, that's one shot. One shot, no, jump ball. Play ball, play ball. That's 2. Under glass. They're gonna go for ball. Nice camera. Bottom 3. One's under glass. One's under glass. One shot, bottom 3. One shot, bottom 3, Lunchbox. 2 dead, 1 dead, 1 bottom 5. Bottom 3, 1 shot, going elbow. Under glass. They didn't play one. I killed him. Points camera. Go tree. Go for camera. Watch top for the blind.
Alrighty, well, Str8 Rippin doing exactly what they need to in the final 3 minutes. Now is going to be a question of were they too late? Tsquared looking across the map, putting such steady shots on Roy there. And it is 2 minutes left in the game, only trailing by 30 seconds to Str8 Rippin now. And Neighbor is holding onto this ball. Str8 Rippin really impressing me, Sundance. To be honest, when I first said let's listen in with these teams, I didn't think they could possibly do this.
Well, that's the thing. Oh, a nice snipe there, taking out the neighbor. You know what? The great thing again was watching neighbor run a route with the ball. Obviously, Instinct knew where he was, trying to get to him, but his teammates able to keep him at bay. Now he passes the ball off there. Good job, legit holding the ball.
Yeah, Elamite is definitely on fire. He passed the ball off to legit, knowing that his BR is super strong at the moment, and Tsquared is going to try and keep his team in it. He just got the fresh sniper, and he put a few shots on Roy, but Roy did the same. That is 4 down for Str8 Rippin. Let's jump on board with Snipedown, who is going to try and send this one home. They extend their lead now to about 30 seconds. If they can make it to 45, this game will be mathematically over.
We love math here at the MLG Pro Circuit, but what we really love is watching these teams duke it out. You know, Instinct just a minute ago looked like they were done. They had no chance. Now, if they win this game, Puckett, do they have a shot to win this series?
If Instinct wins this, they will definitely have the confidence going into Game 4, but it's on the pit. It's CTF pit, and that is one of Str8 Rippin's strongest game types, and by far their strongest map. So it's going to be up to Snipedown and the rest of Instinct to make it happen, and they're going to have to score first on Str8 Rippin.
All right, well, you said it now. As we said, when time starts to work against you, the match is now mathematically over, I believe. Yep. Now, Str8 Rippin going to sit there, going to discuss what they did wrong. Tsquared now leading the troops.
Yeah, he's not even playing that much right now, so nice. He knows the game's over. He's going to say, let's finish it. This is the first loss for Str8 Rippin so far this tournament.
And you know what? The key is being able to shrug that off, being able to forget about it. We're going to take a look at the stats here in a second, and we're going to look at how it all broke down here. It was a great game of Guardian Oddball. Instinct able to take that one. Str8 Rippin at the end there, working on the strategy for the next game, telling each other what they need to do. Now let's take a quick look at the stats here. We had Instinct on top. Lunchbox there.
109 seconds on the clock. 23 kills. 19 deaths. That's a +4. Huge game out of Lunchbox. I was so impressed by his play. Snipedown, making things happen still. But Roy, most kills for his team's last game, most kills for his team this game. He is really stepping it up. These guys are going to have to continue the momentum going into Game 4 coming up next.
As you mentioned, Str8 Rippin going to be playing really hard next, trying to keep this one going, trying to send Lunchbox and crew down to the lower bracket. And we're going to be back with that one in just a minute. But first, we've got a quick break. Stay with us. More MLG Championship Sunday after the break.
The U.S. Army Reserve requires a different type of strength. A strength to stand out in school and stand strong with your team. The strength to serve your community one day and your country the next. The strength to take your career to a whole new level. Be a stronger citizen, a stronger soldier, a stronger person in the U.S. Army Reserve. There's strong, and then there's Army strong. See what it's like at GoArmy.com.
John?
Yeah?
I feel like you're not really into it anymore.
I guess I have played through this game a couple times. It's not you, it's me.
Look, maybe it's time we both moved on. Sell us back to GameStop. You'll meet new people, we'll meet new people. We'll both be happier. Now come on, one more deathmatch for old time's sake.
Your old games find new life at GameStop. Power to the players.
Team Classic, you just came out of nowhere to take second place at the very first Major League Gaming Pro Circuit event. What advice would you give Halo 3 players out there who want to become a pro?
You know, my advice to them, just get a game battles team and get up on the ladder.
Or to speak to someone directly, say agent.
Agent.
The ridiculously long-lasting gum. New Stride Sweet Berry.